previous assumptions. This rapid pace exacerbates societal unpreparedness, as institutions lack frameworks for labor, security, and governance impacts. Unpredictability. AGI's capabilities, e.g., surpassing human cognition across tasks, could redefine power structures, warfare, and economic systems. Yet, its exact trajectory remains opaque, demanding adaptive policymaking. 2. Geopolitical competition. U.S.-China dynamics. The U.S. employs export controls to hinder China's AI progress. But China's algorithmic efficiency, e.g., Deepseek, highlights the limits of hardware restrictions. The race underscores a dual fear: losing technological supremacy and enabling authoritarian surveillance states. Ethical dilemmas. Restricting chip sales or accelerating AI development risks antagonizing China, yet inaction could cede strategic advantages. The tension between safety and dominance frames policy debates. Their efficacy is uncertain. The transition may favor agility and agency, rewarding those who leverage AI as a tool rather than compete with it. Institutional lag. Governments and traditional industries struggle to adapt, risking a mismatch between AGI-driven productivity and regulatory economic structures. 4. Safety versus acceleration. Regulatory philosophies. The Biden administration emphasized voluntary safety protocols and incremental governance, e.g., AI Safety Institute. The Trump administration's accelerationist stance prioritizes rapid deployment, betting on post-hoc problem-solving, a gamble with high stakes. Historical parallels. Railroads and nuclear power illustrate how safety measures can enable growth or stifle innovation. The challenge lies in avoiding overregulation while mitigating existential risks. Demanding new societal frameworks. Institutions must evolve to harness opportunities, e.g., faster drug discovery, while addressing disruptions. Humanity's role. George Saunders' literary focus on human creativity hints at a hope that uniquely human traits, empathy, storytelling, might endure as AGI commoditizes cognitive labor. Provocative question. If AGI's arrival is inevitable within years, how do we reconcile the need for rapid innovation with the ethical imperative to safeguard human dignity, especially when historical precedents, e.g., industrialization, nuclear power, suggest society often fails to protect the vulnerable during technological leaps?
Confronting the asymmetry of agency between those building AGI and those subject to its consequences. Consider these provocations. Number 1. The myth of control in a post-AGI world. AGI's unpredictability isn't merely technical, it's philosophical. If AGI surpasses human cognition, how do we define safety when our own cognitive frameworks may be obsolete? Regulatory debates, Biden's incrementalism versus Trump's accelerationism, assume humans retain control, but AGI could redefine the rules of agency itself. Historical parallels to railroads, nuclear power fail here. Those technologies lacked recursive self-improvement. Can humanity govern what it cannot fully comprehend? Prioritizes decentralized innovation. Yet both assume AGI will magnify their systems. But what if AGI develops its own value system, rendering both models obsolete? Export controls and surveillance fears are short-term skirmishes in a war for a future that may not resemble either side's vision. 3. Labor's existential crisis. The focus on job displacement sidesteps a darker question. What is human labor for in an AGI-driven world? If AGI masters cognitive tasks, retraining becomes a stopgap. UBI addresses material survival but not purpose. The real disruption is ontological. Societies have tied human worth to productivity since the Industrial Revolution. AGI could force a reckoning. Do we double down on human exceptionalism, empathy, creativity, or redefine value beyond labor, hide risks, or deprioritize alignment? Historical analogies, nuclear power, railroads, lack this dynamism. They were tools, not potential actors. Is democratization a Trojan horse for oligarchy? 6. Humanity's narrative imperative. George Saunders' emphasis on storytelling isn't just sentimental, it's strategic. Stories are how humans encode values and negotiate meaning. If AGI disrupts our economic and political narratives, can we craft new ones that preserve dignity? Or will AGI, trained on our data, amplify our worst biases and collapse the narratives that bind societies? Creators and early adopters hold disproportionate influence. Can we design a constitutional moment for AGI governance that preemptively redistributes agency? Or are we inevitably drafting a surrender treaty to a new oligarchy?
The advent of artificial general intelligence, AGI, presents a transformative yet precarious juncture for humanity, demanding urgent and nuanced consideration across multiple dimensions. Accelerated development. With AGI projected within 2 to 3 years, societal institutions are unprepared for its cognitive displacement. Traditional retraining models, e.g., shifting to trades, are insufficient if AGI surpasses human capabilities across domains. Purpose crisis. Beyond job loss, AGI challenges the Industrial Revolution's legacy of tying human worth to productivity. Societies must reimagine purpose through avenues like creativity, community building, or philosophical inquiry, traits not easily replicated by machines. 2. Geopolitical and ethical quandaries. US-China race. Export controls on chips aim to stall China's progress, but algorithmic breakthroughs, e.g., Deepseek, reveal the limits of hardware restrictions. Both nations assume AGI will amplify their ideologies, yet AGI's emergent agency could render both models obsolete. Surveillance risks. AGI could empower authoritarian regimes, e.g., China's social credit system, or erode democratic freedoms through hyper-efficient policing. Preemptive ethical frameworks are critical to balance security and liberty. Safety versus acceleration dilemma. Regulatory tensions. The Biden administration's caution, e.g., AI Safety Institute, clashes with Trump's accelerationist agenda. The latter risks existential threats for geopolitical dominance, while the former may lag in innovation. Multipolar trap. Global competition incentivizes corner-cutting on safety. Historical analogies, nuclear power, fail, as AGI's recursive self-improvement introduces unprecedented unpredictability. Now, step 4. Open source versus proprietary models. Democratization paradox. Open source AGI could democratize access but enable misuse, e.g., bioterrorism. Proprietary models centralize power, risking oligarchic control. A hybrid approach, open foundational models with regulated deployment, might